And we are back. We're back. We're moving now into our final segment for the morning, and I've got this guy next to me. I'll tell you exactly who he is. Look, life has changed, man, and everybody now is now flocking to social media. And it's actually a way of life. It's actually a way to make some money. And in with me this morning, we've got Wani Arzu. He's a Belizean TikToker influencer, and also Benjamin Garcia. He's on the screen. And he's also a Belizean TikToker as well. Guys, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having us on.
Good morning.
Yeah. No, I'll tell you what, it's nice to have you guys because look, I always see TikTok videos. As a matter of fact, my 10-year-old, she just love watch TikTok because there are some fun stuff on there. So let's talk about your ordeal or actually how you got into it. And I'll jump first with Wani. Wani, how did you get into this?
Well, it all started, I'd say, during the pandemic, you know. Everyone was at home quarantine, so there was not much to do at home.
Yeah.
So, at first, I was not a huge fan of TikTok like yourself. I was like, you know what? I'm never going to make a TikTok. I mean, it's so cliche. Everyone does the same thing. But hey, look at me one day bored at home. I'm like, let me just download the app and watch a few videos.
Yeah.
Watching the videos, I'm like, okay, let me try to create something. And at first, I really didn't get the hang of it until later on down the road. I was like, So then I went on YouTube and I'm like, because I usually do research, that's the type of person I am.
Which is
I'm
good.
a researcher, I go on YouTube and I learn about the algorithm and the different times to post and stuff like that. And from there, I just decided to start making my videos.
So what was your first video?
It's quite embarrassing, but it was actually like a dance video. I'm like, you know what, everyone is dancing on TikTok and stuff, so like I tried to do a dance video. I mean, I got a few likes and stuff, but it wasn't something that really stood out until I started making my comedic videos,
So you do comedy too. All right, so let's get on to Benjamin. We'll dive more into that in just a few. But Benjamin, I mean, how did you get into it and why did you get into it?
Social media has always been sort of like what I like. I never thought about TikTok because, TikTok is totally different as opposed to posting a picture on Facebook and posting on Instagram. This is sort of you kind of portraying one of your personalities because we all have different personalities when it comes to social media. And I made a couple videos, and like Wani said, my first videos were very embarrassing. In my case, for example, I mean, I actually have that on private. It's no longer on my page because it barely had any likes. It barely had any views. But it all started when Papa Churros. I don't know if you all know, but I'm huge with Papa Churros. I love Papa Churros. They invited me over to make a corn on my own. So I got to make my own corn, and they said, you can come on in. It's on the house. And from there on, I loved it. I loved it's actually my most liked video on my page as of now. And from there, I started making more videos. Like I'm into travel content and I love business reviews. So that's why I started.
But guys, when it comes to, we do say influencer, but how do you get to that title? Like, do you have to have somewhat of a certain amount of likes? What do you have to do to become an influencer? I'll go back to Benj on this. Then from there we'll come to Wani. Benji, well, how do you become an influencer? Like you just put up a video and say, "Bam, I am an influencer."
Honestly, John, I think that when you a brand for yourself, I think you become an influencer. Wani has a brand for him. Whenever I think about Wani, I think about Brick versus the U.S. versus Belize. That's who's Wani. That's his brand. No one from him. So that's how he influences people. So if he were to do a video for a business, he would probably use that, that's his trend. He's a trendsetter. In my case, my trend is people's business, making my own food. And I influence the way people words after they watch that video. So there are a lot of TikTokers which I hold a lot of respect. If you notice that I'm eating a burger at Coco Gardens. And I hold a lot of respect for all these different TikTokers. But not everyone has their own thing going on, which is totally fine. But I believe, in my case, that is how you end up becoming an influencer. In fact, I think the title for me at some point was overrated because I didn't think that I was there. But I'm learning that people actually are being influenced on social media, and I'm very supportive.
All right, and Wani, let's get to Wani now. Wani, so you're an influencer. You do a lot of things. How many followers do you have?
Well, last night I thought I hit like 19,000 followers on TikTok.
You think they're all Belizean?
No, but I'd say majority of my followers are kids. I definitely say majority of my followers are kids because since I started making these videos about, you know, Belize versus Brit versus America, you know, it's been crazy because every time I step outside to go somewhere to the store, you know, I have a child running up to me, hey, you don't want to watch, you don't want to watch.
Really?
Please get, yeah, it's crazy. Like we went to Corozal about 2 weeks ago. We went to Corozal. We went to eat at a restaurant. I forgot what's the name of the restaurant. I'm not sure.
Yeah, never mind
But
that.
yeah, we went to the restaurant and like these kids went crazy when they saw me walk past. They were like, oh my God, miss, that's the one watch. I need to get a picture here.
And Benji, is that the same for you?
You know,
And what's
I do have a lot of kids.
Yeah?
And I've done a couple funny videos, but for the most, as you all know, I do more content and business and tourism related stuff. And I do recognition, mostly from adults. I do have a lot of kids that recognize me, but because of my work and where I work, you come here and they would recognize. And at times they would ask for pictures as well. And I sort of felt weird the first time. I don't know if it was the same for Wani, but I felt weird the first time someone asking for, really, you want to take a picture of me just because of videos on TikTok? But then is when I started learning, you know, people actually appreciate and they're supporting the content that you're pushing.
Yeah. All right. So the big question now, guys, is this. As an influencer on TikTok, do you get paid?
well, I'm positive that Benjamin gets paid.
How do you know, Benjamin? Benjamin jump in. You can talk anytime. How do you know that? And how do you get paid by TikTok?
I personally get paid by TikTok. I'd just like to correct that. I get paid by the businesses that I promote on my TikTok. So it's different. So because of the value that I now hold, if you see those videos that you're scrolling on right there, a couple of them are personal videos, but that's an unpackaging video. The one that you're seeing there in my red, that's an unpackaging video I did for Rubber Dub Soaps, and they sent me over a little box of goods, and you know, they're like, you say whatever you like about it, what you don't like. You know, go ahead. There's a pepper sauce commercial, and honestly, I was not planning to charge absolutely any at all in the beginning when I started making these videos, because I know the pandemic has been really on people. Probably marketing isn't on, you know, their priority list in their budget. They're not saving up any money for marketing. So the little bit that I do on my personal account, I feel is valuable enough to bring some business to these businesses. Yeah. And I wasn't charging any at all. A couple of them have, compensated me for the work that I do. I never really do, put a price on what I do. So in all honesty, I wouldn't say that I charge. It's just them being nice to give me a little something to do the video.
All right. So it also says here on my thing here, it says teaches how to make a TikTok video. Are we going to do that one here? Or are we going to make a TikTok video for real?
We can definitely do.
I don't know how to make a TikTok video, or how do you get to like a topic or something that you want to do? Is that like, you just say, I'm wearing an Air Jordans today and I'll teach you how to tie it. Would that be a TikTok video?
Definitely.
Real?
Anything that you find interesting, you can just make a video on TikTok. They have 15 seconds, they have a minute, and they have 3 minutes now, actually. But what I try to do is I try to keep it at a time limit of 15 seconds because you lose people's attention rather quickly. So I try to keep it at 15 seconds, or if the maximum would be 30 seconds for me. For me, because especially since my audience, the vast majority of my audience are kids. They have a short attention span. So if like you don't grasp their attention within the first few seconds of your video, then they're just gonna scroll past.
And we also have the do's and don'ts of TikTok. What should I do and what should I not do? I'll definitely get to you shortly with that, Benj. But what should I do and what should I not do with TikTok? Let's start with what not to do.
Okay, well, what not to do would be, I'd say, don't try to steal content. Don't try to Well, TikTok is basically recreating content and making it your own. However, there are certain things, like there are certain community guidelines that you must follow. You know, nothing can be, you know, rated R or anything like that. So that's one of the not to do. That's something you don't want to do, because you don't want to get shadow banned from TikTok.
Yeah.
Because if you get shadow banned, then your video doesn't get placed on the For You page, and that's the main objective, to be on the For You page so that a vast majority can view your videos. So that's one of the don'ts.
Okay.
And one of the do's I'd say is to be, well, this works for me, it's being original.
Okay.
Try creating your own content and try creating a trend for yourself so that others can follow. That's what most social media influencers and TikTok influencers do. They try to create dances and have other people do their dances. That's how they build their popularity on TikTok. So, but for me, like what Benjamin stated, I do the 3 different accents. You know, I do America, Brit, and Belize, and that's something that really captured the audience's attention. So now everywhere I go, yo Brit, do the Brit accent, do the American accent, and stuff like that. So that's my way. Yeah, people just go crazy.
Benji, how do you choose, or how do you get to what demographic you're actually looking forward to or want to watch your video? Do I log on to TikTok, or I subscribe to TikTok and then start to like people like Facebook? You like people or you accept people as friends so that you could get these wide amount of views? Or me, John, I just go into TikTok one day, sign up, put out a video, and boom, I get what, 15,000 likes or watches? How do I do that, Benj?
I think the icebreaker is the hardest part when you use TikTok, because you never know where your video is going to land on whose phone, because TikTok's the TikTok's algorithm is the one going to decide where they're going to push. So I think one of the don'ts on TikTok would be don't confuse your audience. You know, if you're into travel content, keep it within. That's all I'm into, travel content, and that's it. You don't find me dancing on TikTok. What to enjoy everyone's dancing videos. I've only made one, the entire time I've been on TikTok, because that's not what I personally do. Wani, on the other hand, does his Belize, Brit, and US, and I've seen him keep consistency with that, and that's what people recognizes of him. So I would say, do not confuse your audience, because the people that are following you probably followed you after they saw a travel video, or they saw a cooking video, or they saw one of Wani's Brit, Belize, and US videos, and then they're going to expect some more. But then eventually, after saying about Brit, then Wani come up with a cooking video, for example, or I come out with a dancing video, and I can't even dance, you know, so I'll be like, you know what, make it fun.
Wow. So that's and for the do's.
For the do's, I would say, as Wani mentioned, be as creative as you can and be yourself. Although social media should never really get, 100% of who you really are, but to a certain extent, you need to be original. Have people see the person that you are, because eventually people will meet you in real life, and they will want to expect that, they're going to expect that you're actually the same person they saw on TikTok. Yeah. So you don't want those split personalities anyhow.
All right, so we know now the do's and don'ts of TikTok. And would you say, you know what, John, you should go on TikTok? Why would you recommend that somebody get on TikTok?
It all depends on you as a person.
Yeah.
I mean, if you consider yourself as an entertainer, then TikTok is definitely for you. However, like I said, TikTok is basically for anyone who wants to post content and to put themselves out there. I'd say that's the easiest way to put yourself out there and let the world know, well, this is what I do, this is what I love to do. So for you, I'd say you definitely do well on TikTok, because you've already developed, you're already well-known regionalist. So they're like, okay, we are like for he video now.
So and I can't let you guys leave without doing some of the things that you normally do. You say you're a Brit, American, and Belizean, but you need to show something down for me, bro. So you ready for this? let's go with it. I don't know.
One of my TikToks. This was one of my most popular TikToks. It really blew up. It's when you go to a restaurant to order food, right? So I say in America, we order food like this. Let me get a 10-piece nuggets with some fries and a large drink, which you have in Brit. So then I switch the camera. I'm like, can I have the 2-piece chicken meal, a large Coke, fizzy drink at that, and some some crisps. What are you having, Belize? China girl. I got 6 hours breast chop up. A lot of ketchup, pepper on the side.
Give me a Coke with that. And that's it right there.
That's
People
it
love
right
that.
there. People love that. People are like, yeah, that's true, because my videos, well, this is what I do. I try to make it as relatable to the Belizean culture.
Yeah.
So when people watch my videos, they're going to be like, yeah, I did that. Yeah, this is true, because there was this one, I made another video where in elementary school, you used to do duty. You had a duty list. Like your day was on. Yes, you have to sweep. Yeah, so when you're sweeping, and someone comes and tries to help you sweep, you'll be like, no man, you'll thief my dirt. No, sis, you'll thief my dirt. And I do my.
So now I get the sense. I get the understanding. I've got a 10-year-old. She loves TikTok. Now, Benji, I can't let you go without doing something that you like to do.
One of the things that I like to do is starting my videos by saying, hey guys, Benjamin here today and I would come up by, for example, I have my phone case here. If I would say, hey guys, Benjamin here today, we're unpackaging this phone case sent to me by Naturally Belize. And for example, one of my favorite, small companies here in Belize. And so as I go every step of the way, I would say, the packaging is really, really safe. It's waterproof. And then I start just giving my most genuine review towards the product.
Yeah.
And you know what? As how should I say? As probably not as valuable as it may seem. People like that because you know what? Probably someone saw Naturally Belizean and they were like iffy about buying a case, but now they saw Benjamin. He has a case. Now they want one as well. And that's how you set the trend and how you influence people. That's basically what I think. It's kind of hard for me to recreate what I usually do on TikTok because I like to do voiceovers. But it's all about letting it flow. For me, I don't really write a script. I just let it flow. I just watch the video, and as I go along watching the video, I basically just talk about what I'm seeing on the video. And so I edit and I post it. So it kind of takes a little bit of time, to really put out one of those videos. So I'm very grateful for the people working for what I do.
And how often, Benji, do you record new content?
I record new content almost every day, but I do not post it for the simple fact that I like to leave the videos up to roll a bit. Sometimes you can't post. I mean, it's fine if you want to post as much, but it always leaves that thought. People, I wonder what else he's gonna post. At the moment, I have about 5 videos. Well, actually, 1 video that I'm supposed to post, and 5 videos that I'm editing for the rest of the week that I'll keep posting.
Yeah.
I think it adds value to your content. When you post less videos and you let it roll, more views, more likes, but it is adding value to your content. So as opposed to posting 5 videos and getting about 50 and 2 likes kind of thing,
All right. And Wani, how often do you do new content?
For me, I try to make one. I should post more. I mean, according to TikTok, you should be posting like 5 videos a day. However, I try to make 1 video and make that as creative as possible.
Yeah.
And like Benjamin said, you want to keep the crowd in suspense. You want them to have them guessing like, what is he gonna post tomorrow?
Yeah.
What is he gonna post? Because if you bring the fire every single day, then there's no need to post like 4 or 5 videos. I mean, the reason why they say to post 4 or 5 is because maybe the first video isn't going to do as well as the second video or the third video. So what I try to do is I try to be as creative as possible and just create 1 really, really good video. And from there, it just takes off.
Right there.
So for me, actually before TikTok, I had already had a wave, because I'm an actor as well.
Oh, cool.
Yes, I'm a Belizean actor. I was actually on set last month with a Belizean American producer, Stella and Damian Douglas. Yeah, we shot a movie in San Pedro.
Wow.
So I was already, and I had some international exposure because I was in a famous music video out from this popular artist called The Baby.
I think I saw that. I think I saw that indeed. So this is not just any one, this is a famous one. All right.
To a certain extent, I don't want to toot my own horn, but
I feel you.
Developed a.
But in winding down, guys, Benj, how do we find you on social media?
Well, I'm actually I'm starting even my Instagram account. I wasn't even big on Instagram. I didn't like Instagram. Now I like it. So people can find me. I mean, my name is Benjamin Garcia across all different social media platforms. So if anybody would like to check out my work, then by all means go ahead and give me a follow there. And you know what? I also like to follow back people. The reason I do that is because I support those that support me. So if I think that you're making content and that's pretty cool, well, I follow back people. So that's it right there. That is my personal social media. That's a very harsh video that you're showing there. That's
all right.
Yeah. And so then of my TikTok and then my Instagram. As a matter of fact, guys, start looking out. Wani and I have a pending burger eating competition. So I hope Wani is preparing for this. I'm preparing. Saturday, which is tomorrow, around 2:30, we're gonna go live and burger eating competition to see who can a 1 pound burger. Wani, I hope you're ready, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm in the gym actually. So.
All right. And Wani, how can we find you?
Well, on Instagram, my name is Wani Watch, as my name on TikTok, Wani Watch as well. On Facebook, I am Wani Arzu. Feel free to follow me. I'm always posting content on all social media, so definitely.
My brothers, I'm so thankful. It's nice to meet you guys. I'm so thankful that you guys could join us this morning for a fun Friday right here on Open Your Eyes. We'll make it interesting because we're about to take a break, but I'll make it as interesting as possible for you because it is a fun Friday. So, Wani, you'll be taking us out and you'll tell us in Belizean, Brit, and American that we're about to take a break and be back. You ready for that?
Okay.
Belize, are you ready for that? But I'll tell you what, when we come back, it's going to be for the wrap-up. But within the wrap-up, I did mention to you that we have some giveaways. We've got a few of them, as a matter of fact. So we've got 2. All right, so we've got 2 giveaways while following break. But Wani is going to take us out in Brit, Belizean, and American. Wani?
Okay. So, guys, we're going to take a break real quick, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Well, people, get there. We're going to have a break, and we're going to come back just in 5 minutes. Yo, family, friends, we're going for a leave out, we'll come back in and leave out, you get me?
We'll be back in a few.